Five, four, three, two, five, and one. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the L, and that's the B. And I'm in L Town, and he's in K Town. I don't know how that comes together, but either way, the L and the K makes my name, Lonnie Knowles. So that's pretty good, actually. Kind of like that one
Yeah.
there. I'm incognito right now because today we're supposed to have a special guest. He puts the Q in QAnon, actually. So if he shows up, we'll learn more about that in his conspiracy theories of Q Rudy. I don't know. But he goes by Q half the time. Half his friends call him calls himself Reginald, Rudy, and half his friends call him Q. So apparently that's where the Q started from, the whole QAnon thing. I'm not quite certain on this. Not to be a fact, but when he gets on here, I'll let you know. He can explain. So,
Yeah.
but until then, I will act normal. There we go. Right? How are you, Brian?
With the glasses, you can see a little reflection.
Oh, I can see it. Yeah. Oh, I can see it. And they talked about that and other things. Like I see both of them now.
Yeah.
It's like I was like a double. I'm like, oh, well, there you go. Well, and I hate those rings, but that's kind of funny looking right there.
Yeah.
It's got both of them. But yeah, either way, no big deal. But I'm not sure if he's going to be able to participate today or not. He hasn't responded yet, but he said he was going to this more last night. So we shall see. We will quiz him on everything in his life and see how he is, as well as us. So it's kind of cool. Actually, Rudy, if he does come on here, Q, as he's affectionately known, Rudy is Reginald Kitson, Quichon. Anyways, Rudy, military boy, they had to early on they had to they change your name, and so he was Q, and so that's where yeah, so it's like the last name starts with a Q, so they just gave the name of Q, and I think in particular he may actually be that guy, the Q of the QAnon. Pretty smart guy, you never know. I haven't asked him about that yet, but we will. How are you doing this morning, Brian?
Good. So
Yeah?
is the guy from Q supposed to be a smart guy, or is he just crazy?
I think
A little of both.
They're smart because they have the ability to think outside the box and make it happen. So not make it happen, but it's like saying, General Kennedy had a car that was a Ford, and yet his assistant's name was Lincoln and all that kind of bullshit. So you ever seen that little conspiracy theory?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool, but not all of it's accurate. Some of it is, but they're able to take that thing and then spiral it out of control. So next thing you know, Kennedy had a horse named Ferrari and whatever it was, and he had Italian mob connections, from that Italian Ferrari car. I'm not quite certain, but that's how it seemed to be sometimes. So yeah, not certain. But today's Friday, by the way. What is it, right? Today's Friday, the
March 12th, 2021.
So it's the 12 Ides of March today, and it is gum in my mouth, folks. I hate to forget when I do that. See, there you go. Same thing as you. It's like, get the gum out your mouth so we can speak. That's funny.
A year ago, people were starting to shut things down, man. Things were.
A year ago today is when they actually CDC had made a lot of things shut down. Exactly. It was. I think Stephen Colbert and all those shows canceled. Not canceled. They went offline to at home.
Did?
Yeah, today was the last day. Yesterday was the last day in their studio. So, and then because I just listened to John Baptiste, or his name Baptiste. He played his last thing last time, and now he's ready to go back in the studio. And they said, and Stephen Colbert said, "What song are you going to play for us when you get back in the studio?" And he said, if you're out with no, he said, if you're playing the piano, he's like, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands, because everybody will be happy to get back in the freaking studio, you know?
Yeah. So they're going back in tonight to do shows? Or are they?
I think it's going to be in the next couple of days, maybe.
Okay. Maybe next week.
Which is pretty cool. I mean,
yeah.
The talk show stuff in particular, but it's all their workers, you know? It's like Tom Cruise thing, you know? Tom Cruise was adamant about not losing production days because of a sick person in the COVID, you know? I mean,
oh yeah, could have shut down the whole production. He kind of flipped out.
So I'm going to try and join this thing again here. I don't know if he's able to do that or not. So speaking of which, I'll ask you this question now, which I already have actually. Let me, there's another one here. Brian Calhoun, Ethan Brian Calhoun, have you or have you not sent a nude Snapchat?
I've done none of those. Are kid stuff. That's what kids do. I'm not a kid.
Hey, well, these are questions I'm going through, and just because you're a kid, I mean, I think you have to be an adult to send them.
That's for the millennials, the children.
Yeah, I understand.
That's why I'm not that kind of behavior. I'm just an old guy. I don't like that stuff.
I gotta ask. That was on the written down thing there. I didn't want to. I didn't want you to show us. I just wanted to ask.
Well, apparently there are old people that do it. It's kind of silly.
Yeah, no, it is. It's I mean, whatever it takes to
You said you were at a restaurant with somebody, and the girl got lewd photos from a guy.
You got what?
Nude or lewd photos and statements from some guy, and the guy was like 50 something. You were telling me about the girl that you were having.
I was telling you about?
Yeah, you said you're having dinner with a girl, and she was getting these really lewd things from this guy that was in his 50s. It was kind of sad.
I don't remember the story you told me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you said you went to Grant's or something, and you were with somebody, a gal that we know, and you said she was getting this
getting
inappropriate stuff from
inappropriate text when I forgot about that actually.
And the guy was in his 50s. It was like,
yeah, I can't remember who that was now. That was
well, don't mention the guy. That's pretty pathetic.
Well, I can't remember the girl either, so that's the funny part about that.
Don't mention her either.
Yeah, I'll have to.
I don't think she was happy about it, but I can't remember.
No, I forgot about that whole thing. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, so I was on a date with somebody one time, and she was laughing or something like, what are you doing, you know? And she was offended or laughing. I can't even remember. Yeah. I can't remember who it was, but she was getting, you know, somebody was sending her nude photos while she was on a date with me.
Yeah.
And I was pretty offended at that actually. But
what's kind of weird, she showed you. I think some women like to get those. I think it's a good.
I think they do too. And I can't remember who the hell that was. Damn it, Brian. You have to remind me after this.
Yeah.
After this thing. Yeah. Yeah. It's been a while. Obviously, it's been over a year. So there you go. I'm sure. I think.
Yeah.
Probably. Pandemic. Yeah. Probably over a year. But yeah. So. Oh heck. That's you got my mind thinking somewhere else now. It's about nude photos of some guy. I'm kidding, but
yeah, he told me about it. He said you guys were having drinks or something over there, and then
somebody was testing her. Yeah. Huh. Well, damn it. I'll have to. We'll have a talk. Let's talk for later on. Obviously.
Yeah. I thought you'd remember. It'll come to you probably.
Oh, I know. I'm trying.
Hints, it's a local gal.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, who?
A local gal. I can't say her name.
Well, I assume a local gal, but yeah. So it's poor stuff. I mean, it's just it's bad taste to be accepting texts from your ex or from anybody with.
Well, it wasn't an ex. I mean, an ex would be different.
Oh, it wasn't an ex. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
or anybody, but either way, it was some dude. Yeah, some dude sending nudie photos while I'm on a date with this gal, and he wasn't sending to me. Dang it! Ha! No, he was saying to her, which I thought was I can't say that was big of him. I don't know. I have no idea.
Weird. It just I think he was in his 50s, so it just seemed weird. A guy in his 20s or 30s a little different. But
Yeah, yeah. Well, whatever. Either way, demented and sad yet social. That's right. And what movie's that from?
I don't know. I never heard that one.
Demented and sad yet social. That is The Breakfast Club.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's he's talking about clubs that he's involved in.
Oh,
so are you involved in any social clubs? He says yes. He says what? He goes chess. He goes, that's social. He goes, yeah. Demented and sad yet social. That was good. Actually, that had some really, really good lines in that movie. It was a great one. A growing of age movie. That was good. Now you got me thinking about this damn stupid people saying that my gal dirty photos. And once I remember it, because she accepted those pictures, once I remember it, I will talk bad about her on this. I'm kidding. I won't.
Yeah. I think once she got them and showed you, to me, that would have ruined the date.
Yeah, I think she got them left and went to meet that guy and tell him how bad they were. I'm just kidding. No, I have no idea. That's a funny, yeah. That's hilarious because I don't even recall that. And I mean, I do recall it, but now I don't know who it was. That's just too funny. Well, I've got lots of stories, folks, and unfortunately, they're not all funny, and they're usually sad because that's kind of what my life is.
Well, that was kind of funny, actually.
Oh yeah, well, a lot of that's funny. I mean, it's like my first date. My first real date that I ever had with somebody. It was horrible. I ended up trying to accidentally stab her. I hit her with a stick. On that, this is all accidental. I kicked her in the. Huh?
Who were you doing all that to?
My first real date. I mean, I was totally fascinated.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, and I was in my 40s. I'm kidding. No, I was. I think I was 14 or 15, and she was 2 years ahead of my elder. So
wow.
Yeah, super sweet, beautiful girl, and yeah, I think she was a sophomore or junior or senior. I don't remember, but I mean, she was 2 years ahead of me. So, but anyways, yeah.
That'd be child abuse now on her part.
Right? Yeah. No, I was a freshman. But yeah, sweetest girl in the world. I just happened to. I swear, just sometimes timing is off, and we went to meet somewhere in the tunnels that are at Olympic School.
Oh wow!
And, I came off the top of the tunnel. My friend of mine was dating her, and I went to go have a talk with her, and somebody startled us, whatever, and I had to scare them off. But when I did, I came back and did a flip off the top of a cement pipe and put my foot right in her chest, which she had a very limited chest moment anyways, and basically it was just all bone and just made her collapse. She was like, it's horrible. So then I got my composure back, and she had her composure back, and I got back into her good graces, and we held hands and walked over to Lake Sacagawea, where in turn it was very, very foggy, and I did a bad thing. I pulled out my knife and I carved our names on this old wooden table or whatever. Everybody was doing that back in the day. And the knife slipped and went right under her leg and her pants there, put a hole in her pants and almost stabbed her. So it was. Oh yeah. Well, the thing was that we went over to the RA Long, and then she found a big stick and she's writing our names in the paper, in the sand and the dirt in the baseball field. And when she was done, I took that stick and I was walking with it and stuff, and we talked with our friends, and I'm swinging it like a samurai sword, thinking I'm somebody cool, and the big stick flies off my hand. The big end of it just flies off because it was big to small, the small piece broke, the big end flew over about 15 feet, 12 feet, I don't know. But the same stick hit her right in the head, just about knocked her out. Swamp. And then it was this like I could not even, I don't know. So Heather, if you're out there, I really do appreciate you spending time with me and making me feel like I'm not a worthless piece of beans for the rest of my life. However, Heather McKay, you definitely got the worst of me as I had to figure out. Actually, honestly, I'm still an idiot when it comes to girls. I stumble my words. If you ever, a lot of times with great women or girls, women, whatever, I have an issue saying the right things and doing the right things, and I'm a stumble. If I like somebody, it just all of a sudden it's like it all goes out the window, and I have no idea what to say, and it's interesting. It really is, because I've got, if I don't really care about somebody, then I can manipulate the conversation or do whatever need be to look great in somebody's eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then if I actually like somebody, I'm like, duh, what do I do? It's kind of funny, but sad, but true. It's I don't know. It's weird. I mean, I don't know.
Well, that whole thing about naked pictures and lewd text, I remember that there was a famous situation about 10 years ago. This one right here. Do you remember this? Brett Favre, naked pictures. And he sent these pictures to this gal that worked for the Jets. And then the big joke around the NFL became that he had a really small penis. So it backfired on him.
Well, I think of it this way. The reason why people get into pornography is because it makes you gains 10 pounds. So everything looks a lot bigger in porn. Now, I don't know. I've never watched the porn, but if I had, I think of that right there. TV, the film adds 10 pounds, right?
Yeah, it's kind of funny with Brett Favre too. He's known as a Hall of Fame quarterback, but now he's kind of known for his shortcomings because of that. So I don't even know if anybody ever saw the pictures. I don't know if anybody ever saw the pictures, but just the rumor went out. Oh God, this stuff. They see Brett Favre.
Well, but Brett Favre, I assume, is actually he's a pretty good sized guy. Yeah.
But
so imagine if you had a normal sized penis and you were 7 foot friggin' tall. I can guarantee you it would look like a micro penis. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
I hate to be rude, folks out there, but
it's not the way they spun it in the rumor mill. It was funny. It just became Brett Favre small penis.
Yeah, I got you.
That's one drawback of sending those kind of things. Plus, he was married too, or is married, so that didn't go over well.
Yeah, I don't. Who's he married to? I don't remember.
I have no idea.
Did I share my screen right there?
Yeah, it was good. Was that Brett Favre running with the really short shorts?
Turn off my screen. Turn off my screen. I've got nudie pictures. No, God forsake, I do not partake in such a thing. However, yeah. But there is if you go to the police station, there is a drawing of something similar. So
yeah,
I know that guy, and I saw pictures, and they look like mine. I'm like, what? I'm kidding, but when they have like drawings, they're gonna do drawings of President Clinton's penis and say, "Did you see that penis? Like, really? How much difference do they all look? They really, they do look different, I guess. I don't look at anybody else but mine. So there you go. But
well, Tom Jones, Tom Jones, the singer, apparently would take 3 photos to send one of his.
Really?
Yeah. So he's got the good reputation.
Well, yeah, he's got a good reputation, anyways. In general, he was kind of a ladies' man to begin with, right?
Yeah, he has that album called The Lead and How to Swing It. So everybody thought he must be well endowed. So, But that was the rumor. Him and Howard Stern were on a TV show talking about it.
Well, that's not usual. That's his song, right? It's not usual to fall in love with anyone. Unusual. Oh, well, what is it? I'm sorry.
Not unusual. It's not unusual.
Not unusual. Yeah, there you go. It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I remember him now. So yeah, that's good. But
oh, you got a call.
I got a beep from my doctor, so I'm gonna leave this alone. But I was telling her earlier to get her passport because I want to take her to Italy this summer or wherever we can go because
daughter, you said?
Yeah, because yeah, she needs to go to. I told her, I said, if you get a 4 points in school, 4 point grade average in school or whatever it was, I said, if you get that in high school, you can. I'll take you anywhere in the world. That was one of the first things I said to her. She believed me. Chandler didn't, and so now I have to prove my son wrong and just, yeah, prove my son wrong and take my daughter to anywhere she wants to go in the world. Ha ha. No.
Yeah, probably will, because I think they grade a lot easier than in the old days. A lot more people get 4 points in this day and age.
Yeah, well, I think that she busts her ass the whole time, all through high school. Now in high school, I'm now in college. So we were unable to do it last year because of the pandemic. But I'll take wherever she wants to go. I don't care. I'll figure out a way. As far as price, yeah, beg, borrow, steal, whatever you gotta do to make that happen. So if anybody's out there in the land of the free and the internet world, maybe you can hook us up with a free ticket or two to Italy or wherever, because we definitely we're gonna be traveling this summer sometime, and that's why I'm getting my passport. Matter of fact, I have to leave here at 10 o'clock to go get my passport this morning.
Yeah. So good luck. It's your second try.
Yeah, yesterday I forgot my bloody birth certificate. So when they didn't ask for it on the thing, and they said, fill this all paper. I filled it out online. You should have it, but apparently they do not. So I have to. No big deal. I don't mind. I'll jump the hoops. Do whatever. Yeah, I have learned in life, dude. Just do it, And I hate to say that old Nike term. I hate to use that Nike quote, but I'm telling you right now, just suck it up is what is more it is. I just do it. Just suck it up and do it, because sometimes in life, it's just not worth it to go against the grain. I've gone against the grain so long in my life. Sometimes it's just much easier not to argue, just to do what's supposed to be done and just, do whatever's easiest, Take the Occam's razor and say, I'm going to do whatever's easiest, because, most simplest and the easiest way to do something, just follow the lead that was given in front of you. So, yeah. I mean, I sat there and argued a little bit with the gal yesterday, but it's like, I'm literally arguing with the computer, because she says it has to be one way and I say it has to be the other thing. So I'm not, don't bother even arguing about it. Just come back and do it what they said, yeah. Do you have any arguments with your computers at all, or people you deal with, Brian, right now?
Not now, but I have. It's been a while, but there's been times I have. A lot of times I'm in the wrong, but once in a while I get it right. But I've been.
Well, I haven't been wrong yet, but
I'll come in and call somebody, and it turns out I'm full of crap. So.
Well, when I usually call somebody, it's a dirty word or something, but a dirty word. I don't call people names usually, but it does come out. I don't know. What do you think about profanity, by the way?
Profanity, I think it's great, but there's a time for it. If you do it too much, it becomes kind of weak. But
yeah, well, I realize
I like it in a movie.
Well, yeah, but as your friend, I recognize that you do not use profane that often, so that's good.
Very little. I never use the Lord's name in vain.
No, nor do I. But
A lot of people say, "Oh my God," still, but that's okay. That's their problem.
Well, I'll say OMG, or oh my gosh. I don't say oh my God ever. And I don't say Jesus Christ. I don't say try not to use the Lord's name in vain. Not that I ever have in my life. I probably have said it a couple times.
Yeah.
Maybe even more than that. I don't even know, but I know I just don't do it. It's not a common occurrence practice for me because I was taught that way not to do it, so I don't. And it drives me crazy when my people in my life do say it.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes me want to backhand my friends and people in my life. I'm like, there's many things you can do in this world, but don't offend my God, or I will. You're offending me. Actually, now the thing is that, to be honest, I look at it like this. I'm like, they're not offending God; they're offending me in particular.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
I mean, God's like, I made the word. So what are you talking about? Type of thing. You know what I mean? You really can't offend me.
Well, we made up the word, so he may
right.
He may not even want to be called God. He may have a different name. We don't even know.
Yeah. Yeah. His name is Billy Jojo instead. But
well, let's go back to the inappropriate pictures. I looked up the governor of New York, and they had this picture. So there you go. That's what he sent.
Horrible. Who said?
No, that's not what he sent. But that was just somebody just calling him a dickhead was what that was.
I got it. Yeah, that's a big dickhead right there. Yeah, and if he is a dickhead, and then honestly, it sounds like he's maybe kind of a dickhead.
Kind of pathetic. Kind of sad and pathetic. He was kind of asking the girl out, but kind of not. He didn't have the guts to just do it. So.
Yeah, well, that's how politics go. You know what I mean? You play that. We look for the warm water and dive in. Apparently, when you get opportunity, but.
Well, that's why the guy we had before. That's one thing I liked about the guy we just had that wasn't a politician. He would say and do the wrong thing, knowing he could get away with it.
So Brian, I just got the 40-minute plan on here. Come on here. That's weird.
That's okay.
Which is weird, but I'm going to
9:43. You had to go early anyway.
I do, but I'm going to. We didn't get anything done. We didn't talk at all today, I don't think. But I'm going to do. You can go ahead and quit if you'd like. I'm going to go on here.
We got 9 minutes left.
We have 9 minutes left. Okay, well, I'm going to minimize this and look at it in a minute. This is $149 annually. And I'm not sure what that gives us, though.
Yeah, we'll have to do that later.
Yeah, I don't want to. I tried to find it earlier. I couldn't do that. So I'm going to minimize that real quick. There you go. Oops, where the hell did you go?
There you go.
I look again, and you're going to be right there. Right there. Okay. So we finished the penis heads, and man, you still got me thinking about these pictures of them on a date. Yeah, and I was probably pretty offended, but
it just made me. I was so happy I'm not in the dating world. It was just sordid and bad on everybody's part, but yours. You didn't do anything wrong, but her and him, I thought. Wow.
Yeah, I thought so too. Wow. Yeah, that's.
You think you know somebody.
The funny part about that, I've got to figure that out now. You can tell when you're done here because, yeah. And I've done some pretty sordid stuff that probably is not great, but yeah, no.
I've done terrible things, but I don't act like I'm a beacon of the community. That's what I crack up. All these guys that are the beacon of the community, and they're doing all this stuff.
Oh, well, I'm not trying to say I'm a beacon in the community at all, but I am.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the guy. He's coming off as some family.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm really fascinated on who it was because.
What makes you wonder about all the senators and the congressmen, and they're doing something. They just hopefully.
Well, why not? Yeah, that's not why not. Let me phrase that. The thing is that people in power have a tendency to take advantage of what they can do, and everybody needs an outlet in their life. It's
and politics are bad. Kind of a dirty thing, anyway. So.
Yeah. It's too funny.
It makes you chuckle when you see a guy giving a speech about how he cares about his constituents and all this crap. And,
yeah, no, for sure. Well, I don't
Pervert
think.
like you and me. That's what I was
Yeah, a
going to
little
say
pervert
about
like you and my no.
the
That's
previous
funny.
guy that was president that we don't like to mention. That's the one thing I liked about him. You knew he was a pervert and a liar.
Who's that?
The man that was president the last 4 years.
Oh, yeah, you knew he was a
liar
bad
and a
guy,
pervert. Yeah, so I like that. There's
but people don't believe that still. You know, that's the weirdest thing about that. That he said I'm a demon, and no one wants to believe him. He's like,
he said he cheated. He said he did everything. So
yeah, and then but it's like they tried to put him on. They tried to
put him on trial.
say that he's an angel. You know,
well,
honestly.
The funny thing is, they tried to put him on trial, and he had already bragged about everything they were trying to get him for. So.
Yeah, there's certain people on this world that just do not care if in anything he did. There's no way to make him a bad guy. You know, even though he did some bad stuff. I think the thing that he did do correct, which as horrible as he did as far as that stuff goes, was that I think he eventually, when things were starting to really, people realize what it was, he started talking to people about buying the vaccine and gave them the green light.
He pushed for the vaccine. I'll give him that.
Yeah, he gave him the green light for the vaccine. That was, but the world had already said, hey, you know, they'd already said, hey, this is going to be horrible, and you're messed up, and he, you know. So, but he did not. He
got the vaccine going because it usually takes a year and a half or 2 years. So he got the vaccine. Going. Yeah, so that was good.
Yeah, you got that stuff going, but he didn't implement. He did not know how to implement. He didn't get the shots to the arms type of thing. You know what I mean? He didn't figure out how to do that. He hadn't planned that whole thing. He hadn't planned the next for January 21st. You know, he didn't plan on. There's just no way. He didn't plan usually a day in advance. I don't think. He just spoke. He just spoke from what his conspiracy theories radio show had told him to say. So.
Well, the good thing is we have the vaccine now because of him, and now Biden's really pushing to get it to everybody. Said should be everybody by the end of May, everybody in the country.
Yeah, no, I think Trump actually was people pushed him to make sure that he got us started on the vaccine as far as that goes. Yeah. I don't think he personally did anything. He didn't even believe in it. So there's no way that he would have actually, you know what I mean? He didn't believe in the virus to begin with. So he did,
but he didn't want the people to. He believed in it. He got the miracle cure and the vaccine as quick as he could. So.
Yeah, well, that's true. But he
admitted to be a liar. He admitted to be dishonest, so it was hard to accuse him of anything.
But the thing is, he didn't admit to being dishonest.
Pretty much, he would come out with things and say.
But unless he says to his people, "I am a liar and a crook."
Well, he said it to the press. Basically, he would come out and say things and admit that he's full of crap, or he was joking. So yeah,
the whole joking thing, and that is the. Yeah. But I know that I have dear friends that follow his lead, so they believe in him, and so I'm sorry about that. But you know, he's gone onward and upward. That's how I say things: onward and upward, because we struggled enough with that. As America, we decided that we needed somebody to disrupt everything. Yeah. And we were tired of the same old, same old. Really?
Like everybody needs a poster on their ceiling. When I was a kid, it was Farrah. Now these guys, for some reason, need Donald Trump. So that's okay.
Actually, that's kind of funny. I remember having Farrah or Heather Locklear on my wall.
Heather Thomas, too.
Heather Thomas, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Heather Thomas, not Locklear. Heather Thomas, yeah.
So Trump is the Heather Thomas for men. Heather Thomas for modern man. That's what.
Yeah, Heather Thomas. She was on BJ and the Bear, I think it was, or was it?
Something like that.
Not BJ and the Bear. She was on The Stuntman.
Something. Oh, Fall Guy.
Fall Guy. Another great joke, right? Lee Majors and Lee Majors was, of course, the $10 Million Man.
And he was very
Bionic Woman was Lindsay Wagner, and I can hear I can
He was
hear
married to
her now.
Farrah.
Huh?
Lee Majors was married to Farrah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he was kind of rough on her possibly or something. I don't remember.
know.
There's some, I don't know. But Farrah was she was she was pretty girl. Farrah Fawcett, and then she decided, I don't know. I don't know what happened to her. And then she died of the skin cancer?
No, I think it was ass cancer is what they were calling it. That was up there. Yeah, there were people that blamed her, blamed her for doing it because of a lot of improper stuff that she did.
Doing what?
Anal sex is what a lot of religious people that I met would say. They go, yeah, that shows her. There were people that thought she had it coming, so that was not good. Certain religion.
Anal sex and she had it coming, huh? Okay, well.
There were just several people of a certain religion. I won't say what religion, Utah, that they are, so.
Oh, that's okay. You can say what you want to say. Say what you want to say. I don't think they're listening nowadays anyway.
I don't want to say it. Brigham Young University, Utah.
I know, but still, we'll leave that out of there. But the moment we're gonna let's Rochambeau out of here, bro. We have a minute left, so
minute left.
We got this pound hour.
You might want to just scrap this and redo it when you get back.
Oh, we can do this.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You got me. You got me.
All right.
So hey, hang on one second. You can shut it down, but keep talking for a minute.